Hey guys, so macOS Catalina just released, and I'm going to go over a quick, just about some of the features that's going on with this. I'm going to show you just a little bit of an overview. I'm not going to go over absolutely everything, but I'm going to do the best I can and pretty much the coolest features I see fit. So you can see the wallpapers changed. This is the default wallpaper right when you install it. You can also go into the desktop background and you can just click which ones you kind of want. So I can do the lighter one. I actually kind of like this one a little bit better. It's kind of cool. The other one's more probably for the dark theme. Of course, you can choose between light theme and dark theme. I chose the dark theme for this one. And if you could see, there is actually a bunch of new cool little icons down here. And if you look at if you hover over the iTunes logo, it's actually called Apple Music now. We finally get rid of iTunes and they replaced it with a bunch of separate apps that do everything differently. So if you click the iTunes logo, it's actually Apple Music. So you can see here, welcome to Apple Music. I could start listening. So you can see on the side here, it has Apple Music for you, browse radio. It has your library if you have anything. And the iTunes store is still attached to this, and it's pretty cool. Here, I just reinstalled everything brand new, so I'm getting all these new little notifications that do come up right when you install it. But you can see there's a browse radio. It's cool. There's a little player that's attached to the top of it. Pretty cool. It says for you, browse radio. Here's the controls. It looks pretty similar to the iTunes. It's just a lot more cleaner, which is a lot better. I like this. It has a little bit of a transparent effect on the side here. I like the dark theme. The dark theme looks pretty nice. Now, if you listen to podcasts, they actually separated that from the iTunes, and now it's called Podcast app. You can see welcome to Apple Podcasts. You can also get Siri suggestions. And it's clean. It's just kind of like the Apple Music one. It looks very, very similar to that. So pretty interested in how this is going to work out. Looks really nice. I actually really do like this, how they separate everything. Alright, so in the TVs app, you get to see all your subscriptions, anything that you've had on pretty much Apple TV. If you do have one, you can watch them actually on here. Pretty cool stuff. Here's the movies tab. It's pretty clean interface. Looks very nice. Top pre-orders. Ooh, look, you can pre-order the Joker, huh? Pretty cool. I'm going to go see if I could see that. It's very soon. Maybe this weekend I'll go see that. Here's the TV shows. So any active subscription, then of course you have your library. If you own stuff too, it should be here as well. It says continuity. So what that means is if you're watching something on here that's in your library, and then you go watch it maybe on another device. So if I'm watching on my MacBook and then I want to just go move to the TV, it will actually pick up exactly where you left off. And that usually goes through all the iCloud stuff and everything. As long as you have everything synced and connected, it should do that, no problem. If you have an iPhone connected to your MacBook, and you can actually see anything else that's hooked up to the network and to the iCloud and everything, it'll actually be on the side here where locations is. And you're going to get a pop-up that actually shows it kind of looks like the iTunes, how when you look at your iPhone, you can see the storage, you can see if you want to do system update, everything. That's actually going to be under the Finder this time. So it's just going to look just like the old iTunes picture, if you remember. It's going to look just like the old iTunes whenever you connect your phone to your iTunes. How you get that whole system display, it shows the storage and syncing and everything. It's just going to be in the Finders and locations there. So we can now go into books and let's see how different this looks. So it has a very clean interface on the side here. You can go featured top charts, NY times. This is all default too. Everything that I'm showing is default right when you install it. You're not hooked up to anything else. This is just kind of what pops up when you show everything. So looks pretty cool, very clean. Do like their stores. Apple Store is actually very, very nice. Very pretty, very sleek. So let's go to the reminders. And here's going to actually show completely new. It's a whole new design, which is pretty cool. Here's the today, schedule, and all. Task and group lists are better for organizing your reminders and grouping multiple lists. Smart lists automatically organize your upcoming reminders and make it easier to use. There's also more colors and even iMessage integration. And one more cool feature, I don't have an iPad here, but you can actually use your iPad as a secondary monitor to your Mac. So if you want to extend the desktop or do anything like that, you can actually do that now and put it on your iPad if you have a stand or anything. And also it does work if you want to put an input, so you can use the Apple Pencil. You can draw on that and then it'll show up that's going on whatever's going on the MacBook. Pretty cool. You can also mirror displays and do this either wired or wirelessly. But hey, it's an extra screen, extra thing you can do. And it's great to see them opening up the doors a little bit to combine the iPad with macOS. And speaking of actually iPad, they are making more iPad apps that do work with macOS. So hopefully in the future we can actually see an all-one system integration. So if you go into the system preferences, you can actually see there's a new cool little interface. You can sign in with your Apple ID. It looks a little bit more cleaner. It's going to show your little picture up there if you're signed in. And there's actually a new option called Screen Time. And what Screen Time does, it monitors how much you're using your Mac, whatever apps you're using, and it's just showing you kind of what you do if you have any limits. This is kind of much better for, I would say more for kids, because you can kind of keep track on what they're doing, or maybe if you have a time limit for them, you don't want them to be on the computer or anything on their devices all day. It's going to tell you what's going on. And also in the security, there actually is a lot more features here. You can actually see what's using your microphone, so you have the terminals using it. You can also see what apps are going to use for your camera. I also did get a pop-up where it did ask me a bunch of times, like macOS, or it said the terminal was going to use my microphone, so I allowed it to do that. The disk utility, you can see that there's two here. I have one hard drive connected, and it shows that there's a Mac SSD, which is what I named the hard drive. So macOS Catalina runs in a dedicated read-only system volume, which means it's harder for you to accidentally access system files and ruin the operating system. So there's actually a Find My app, and it combines both the iPhone one and Find My Friends app. It's all connected in one single app. So QuickTime Player also got a little update. So let's say I wanted to go watch this. Well, I'm just recording kind of myself here. So if you see here, there is actually the button. It's a picture-in-picture. So I can click that, and it kind of just stays in the side. So when you try to move it, it kind of gets separated into its own spots. If I let go, if I drag it in the middle, let go, you can see that, and I can pause it for a quick one. So I can just kind of do work and have that go seamlessly over there. And now there's also Apple Home. And this kind of connects everything with your secure home video kit. It's in sync with the Home Hub. You can securely record video to the iCloud when activity is detected on your HomeKit. Enable cameras. You can receive notifications and view them in the Home app. So this is kind of just all one app right there. You assign it to the iCloud and kind of go over that. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe for more content. We're going to have a lot more hardware stuff and software stuff as well. That whatever comes out. As soon as we cool things in, we'll show you that as well. We'll do more repairs and show you what else is going on. If you guys have any other things that you want us to review or talk about, or if you have questions on anything, just leave a comment down below. We'll check it out. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one. Bye.